Welcome, everyone, to Whovians Cast. I am your host, Matrixlord212, and I'm with Scott. What's up, Scott?
Hello, all.
So, Karen Gillan wants to come back, and she's contacting people in the BBC to team up with Jodie Whittaker as Doctor, meaning her Amy Pond. Now, this is interesting because Alex Kingston also recently contacted
the female doctor fixing the thing which the other past doctors couldn't. Man, boy.
Now, I heard, hey, man, I'm paraphrasing, but so many things about, it's not about the money. Just get us in there. And BBC likes that because when Matt Lucas did it, they're like, abso-freaking-lutely-tootly. So I'm wondering, this is not even a Chibnall thing, I'm wondering, and this it's too late for this season, will be Series 13, right? I'm wondering if they hire Alex Kingston, Amy Pond, and Rory, Karen Gillan off the Darvel, and they sort of do what I thought they were going to do when Capaldi was for some reason trying to fix the New York thing to save Amy and Rory. So it may happen that
go to the library, grab her, then with her assistance,
free the Ponds. Because why do they free the Ponds? Because technically the universe is going to be destroyed because they have all that energy from the cracks, and they're not supposed to be in the past. Like when the Weeping Angels zap everybody, yes, but not them, because that would create craziness, that things are falling apart maybe because they're not supposed to be there.
What would be an interesting thing is what if they're being shifted to the past was the reason for the cracks in the first place?
No, that wasn't.
I know, but that would have been a unique thing to have done, or at least have somewhat.
No, the whole thing that started was Prisoner Zero, and then from there it continued where it was another universe, because then where the Doctor went, that everybody forgot, it was another universe, and they came out again. And then it was even a talk of a Nether Queen or something that River said in the Big Bang, that there was some type of queen of whatever the thing is. It was very briefly mentioned. Like you blink, you miss it.
Yeah.
You don't pay attention. And then the cracks also became a way for Gallifrey to come back too. So that was like another. I thought
would have been an interesting thing. The silence may have been somehow slipped out of the cracks.
Well, they did. The silence hunted the vampires from Venice. That was the whole. Remember?
Yeah.
They were going after. They were from another universe.
From the that little thing.
Well, they were from another universe.
Into on Gallifrey.
They were from another universe, and Star Wars from another universe, from Peace Below. And the Lion guy was from another universe, because with the Maisie Williams, that thing, he's not from our universe. He was from a totally different dimension, universe, whatever. Mm-hmm. So I think that Series 13 would be a free-for-all, holy crap moments where all these people, multi-doctor story, River, Amy, Rory, Missy,
don't have a female doctor.
It's going to be a crazy, crazy fan fest, crazy, let's save Doctor Who before it goes in the toilet because Chibnall don't know what it's doing type of season.
Chibnall, Chuck Whittaker, go back to the male doctor, and now I wouldn't do.
Well, they're not. See, that's the whole thing. Alex Kingston, they want to be with Jodie Whittaker. That's what they've asked for. Not
then do that as Then do that as the Christmas or whatever whatever special. Have her then regenerate. Then have the Doctor regenerate during that.
No, but that
the Doctor, along with her, goes off to do Amy and Rory.
No, but that's not what they asked for. That's
your joint venture that you want.
They're not doing that. They specifically, Alex Kingston specifically wants to be in quite a few appearances with Jodie Whittaker. We're talking, this is not a one episode thing. Like Karen
I know,
Gillan
that's a sad thing.
wants to be with Jodie Whittaker, not for one episode. We're talking that she's going to clear up her schedule because she wants to be in Doctor Who for a season, possibly, with Jodie Whittaker. Same thing like Alex Kingston. Well, Alex Kingston, maybe a couple of episodes, you know? So and they don't want to be with, they specifically are only going to do this if they get to be with Jodie. So it's not going to be a male doctor. It's not going to be a thing and they're going to regenerate. It's not one of those, David Tennant says goodbye to Captain Jack and Martha Jones and everything. They want to be a season with Jodie Whittaker, or else they're not going to do it. So that's the whole thing. It's not like that. So, I mean, I don't know what the BBC is going to do with that. And again, you have to understand something. It's Karen Gillan's established.
Mm-hmm.
In a snap of a finger, she can go make 5 movies. She's going to be in Guardians 3. She's a director. She's a writer. She's doing all this crap. Mm-hmm. Alex Kingston's in a series already. Okay? Mm-hmm. They don't need to come back, but they want to come back as like a hobby, like we do casts, just for the fun of it. But they really want to, like they're willing to sacrifice money just to get in there. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, the BBC would be foolish to say no, because at this point in time, they really don't pay them well. And if you're having, you imagine, you mean to tell me, right, Scott, Karen Gillan's like this, right?
Mm-hmm.
They can't say no.
Yeah.
Because they're like, oh my God, the attention, this would be great. Just like if Olivia Colman really, now that she got an Oscar and everything, if she still wants to be a villain for Jodie Whittaker, they'd be like, absolutely, like 1,000,000%. Because they want the, you know, and same thing like Alex Kingston, she wants to take a pay cut and be River or whatever. You're a fool if you say no. You're a fool. Just like David Tennant. David Tennant says, hey, you know what? I want to be the Doctor, and I want something to happen, and I want to be with Jodie Whittaker for 2 episodes. And I want to do it for free. Be like, what? Okay. Yeah. Why not? Because you know what? A good showrunner could adapt to change and just tweak it. You know, if his boss says, hey, just like BBC told, you know, Stephen Moffat, you're bringing Matt Lucas back, right? Now, of course, as a showrunner, he's not happy about it because he's got the ego and he wants to do his thing. So what does he do? He don't explain a fucking thing, like how the Doctor fixed him, what the Doctor did, because he's just pissed. So that's his way of being a dick.
So at the same time, it's okay. You want Lucas? Okay.
I'm not going to give him hardly any lines.
Here and there, you get your way, I get my way.
Right. I'm not going to give him hardly any lines. Fuck you. That's basically, you know, what it is, because he didn't really give him a lot of lines. He could have, but he didn't. So in this case, you know, they'll probably make somebody, if it's not Chibnall, bring them back, and they just say, yes, okay, yes, thank you, BBC, all right. Because at the rate we're going, if we get a Series 11 Part 2, and all this stuff that Chibnall says is a lie, and we get like, it's done.
That's what it's feeling like. That's what it's feeling like. They may randomize the way the episodes go to where, this was episode this from Series 11. This is this episode from this, and he may even do things like, okay, they won't notice that I'm taking bits and pieces of episode this and episode that and splicing them together. But yeah, I'm having a fearful feeling Series 12 is
Series 12 happens like that. Then it's going to be, and this is what I definitely don't want. It's going to be such a panic, desperation to save it, that's when they'll throw every fucking thing in there. But they'll fuck it up because they go, oh my God, just show them River, just show them Amy, show them Donna, show them this. It's okay, but it's got to make sense, guys. No, that's all right. Then it's going to get a fucking
it's going to get screwed out of the ass.
Dimensions in Time shit fest because they're going to just be so fucked just to save the fucking show, they're not going to get the writing
be
good.
doing more damage trying to fix it.
Yeah, they're going to have more damage. So, you know what? Don't even give Chibnall a fucking chance to do that shit. Series 11 Part 2. He better just do it differently. Because they always supposed to do each season differently.
Yeah.
They see what worked and what didn't work. Last season didn't work.
Mm-hmm.
Throw it out. I don't care. You know what? I don't fucking care if he's got the scripts written. Throw them out. Because you know what? Moffat threw him out when Jen Louise Coleman said she wanted to. He had to, and he's like pissed about it. You know, maybe that's why he had a
and you
killer.
saw
But like,
you could see the difference in the program afterwards too. The way they did things.
You know, maybe that's why Moffat had a Raven killer. But it's like, you know, seriously, like it's like. So we need to Doctor Who.
I had it all set up, and thanks to you, I had to throw out all these scripts, and
it's it's just fix Doctor Who, fix it.
Yes.
Don't think it's not broken. It's broken. It's this shit.
Like I said, out of 11 episodes, out of 10 episodes,
it's broken.
Three were decent, and the only other decent one was the New Year's. If you're going to judge that from the earlier series, which had like 12, 13 episodes, 4 decent episodes, that's cancellation.
You know what? And I'm not saying to fire anybody. Keep Jodie, keep the companions, but we need good episodes with Jodie and the companions.
Yeah. And none of this running around going, oh, you can do it, boys and girls, if you just believe. No.
I'm sorry, even though I liked some episodes, right? Maybe I was too kind because, like, the thing is that they were shit compared to all the stuff we've seen.
Yeah, they were.
Even though I liked it, that's not saying a lot because it was a shit season.
Yeah, we liked them. That's it. But
that's
still,
the point. It's
out of 10 episodes, 3 to 4 were decent.
It's a shit. Like, you just gotta.
And the ratings showed it with a 30-something drop.
You know what I want also too? I want somebody in the BBC to tell Chibnall to shut the fuck up when it comes to her talking that she was a woman in the past and she had sisters and this and she had 18 grandmothers. Just shut the fuck up.
Yes.
You know what? I know you're trying to be fucking funny, but you're pissing off the fan base because you're trying to change fucking history and you're pissing everybody off. Yep. You really are. I mean, I blew up. I got really fucking pissed. Like, when I keep hearing stupid shit, even Moffat always, best overt. Like, that shit annoys me. And you know what? It comes to a point where Moffat's and the doctor lies. Okay, Moffat's gone. So stop it with the shit because I don't want to have the doctor where I don't know if he's telling the truth or not. It's going to be fucking confusing. Stop it with the past. Oh, my mom, my dad, and my uncle. Shut the fuck up.
Stuff doing the whining.
Shut up. It's supposed to be the doctor's a mystery, his past. You're not supposed to know anything about it. It's like supposed to be maybe once in a while you fucking leak some little shit, but not this bullshit. Because when you have a shit season and then you mention the Timeless Child, nobody gives a shit. Because they're so filled with shit that they're not going to see something good.
Yeah, because even in the original series, when they dropped things, it was pretty much, it wasn't about the Doctor himself. It was about the Time Lords themselves that it's like the reason why they took on non-interference, why they pretty much when battling the giant vampires, why they swore off of violence.
Yeah. And
you might have, and you may have gotten like in the third Doctor's episode, where he states, I saw the most dandiest dandelion, but you really didn't see, he didn't really go into play like, oh yeah, blah, 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 blah. I went up and saw a hermit. That's pretty much all you got.
Yeah. So he's got to stop with this bullshit history that he's creating that nobody gives a shit about. And I honestly think this is it for Chibnall this season.
It is.
I don't think he's around. I don't think he's going to be around for season 3.
Nah.
I don't think so.
After season 12, he's gone.
I don't think so. I don't even know if that's true, though, either with her. I don't know about that. We'll see.
But like I said, it would be great to have an alternate 13th Doctor come into play, and he basically makes a comment. What would be great if they did that? It would be kind of cool.
You know they're not going to do that, though.
I know.
They will never disrespect a Doctor ever.
No, this is how they would work it out. They're trying to figure something out, and you hear all these complaints in the background, and he looks over and says, whistles out and says, "Hey, cool it. No matter what your feelings are, and try and decide which one of us is the genuine article. In the end, we're both the Doctor." That's when they both chime in.
I don't want that shit, dude. Are you kidding? I would flip out with that shit because just like I don't like the War Doctor crap.
I know
that there's a Doctor in between that. You know how much that pissed me the F off when they did that. That now, you know how many times now forever you're going to be fighting fellow Whovians because people, even Matt Smith gets it wrong. And he's like, oh, I wasn't the 11th, I was the 12th. No, asshole, you're not. Like, you fuck up the numbering and then people just think that they can have the argument that, oh, well, this is, and then it's fucked up. I don't like that. It's got to be squeaky clean. That's it. You know what? Not for nothing. The fucking regeneration with the Metacrisis Doctor to this day should have not fucking counted because he didn't change his face. So unless the regeneration is complete, where you have a complete change, I don't fucking count it as a regeneration energy. And I honestly think, right, that is why he had regeneration energy to fucking cure River's hands, because that shit didn't count as a fucking regeneration. I think the Doctor's wrong. And I think also that he's senile and he didn't fucking know better, and that he is wrong because he was so old he couldn't fucking regenerate, even though he had a regeneration. I honestly believe that. I think because then Nightmare and Silver would make sense because he told Mr. Clever I could regenerate, and he looked and he's like, oh yeah, you can. So like, what are you talking about? There's a regeneration in there.
Mm-hmm.
It's there. He just so fucking old he couldn't do it. You know, like when they die and then they had to have Gigi, whatever the fuck it was, like give a push to regeneration to get it to go. It was done. Jodie, whatever the fuck, right? So and he made, you know, John Pertwee regenerating to Tom Baker, right? The third Doctor into the fourth, right?
Yeah.
So he's just so fucking old, Matt Smith's Doctor, the 11th, in Time of the Doctor, that he thinks that was a regeneration and that he thinks he has none, but he just doesn't fucking know any better. Because he can't even get the guy's name right, like the people, other than Clara. You know, you don't fucking remember the villagers that he's been there for 1,000 years. So I honestly think that, because then that would never it would make sense. It makes sense to me. But, you know, and to this day, also, I would like to think that it was always going to be predestined, 8th and the 9th, and that potion, because they said he couldn't regenerate, was a regeneration in a cup that added to the regeneration count, and that it was unnatural.
Because they said in Morbius, the brain of Morbius, it's the stuff was supposed to assist in their regeneration initially. So
yeah, but I would make it, because the thing is, to make it perfectly make sense, I would make it that the cup was a regeneration, and that yes, to do certain things, the faces are predetermined in some cases, and the 9th was always coming, but this cup stopped that from happening. And because of the Time War, maybe time was changed. Maybe originally it was the 8th and then the 9th. But that timeline, things got messed up, and then you got a Doctor in between extra. But it wasn't really a Doctor. It shouldn't even be called the War Doctor, because he wasn't a doctor. He spent his whole incarnation killing, not healing. So only in the last episode, and what happened? The 11th Doctor decided it for everybody. He shut it off because Clara made him do it. So it wasn't that the War Doctor stopped. The War Doctor's not going to fight himself, and neither is David Tennant going to fight the 11th. So they're like, oh, okay, yeah, whatever you say, 11th Doctor. And then it's like, wow, I am a doctor after all. No, you didn't make the decision. The 11th did. You were pushing that button. So you're not a doctor. And this is what kills me. It's like, the Moffat nonsense with that, you know? So it is what it is. I just, you know what? It's always going to be fucked up, that whole count, forever. And then you're going to tell me that Peter Capaldi's regeneration with the Daleks, that counts as a regeneration? That doesn't. You know, and then Clara should have had a regeneration because every Dalek got regeneration energy. She was in a Dalek. When the regeneration energy went all over everybody, it went to her too. So what should have happened was after she died with the Raven, the regeneration energy should have kicked in and she should have been fucking fine. She should have been fine because she has regeneration energy. She had it. Why would she not have it if every Dalek around her in the room got the regeneration energy? She had it. And that was what he should have thought about. And then they just lied to Peter Capaldi's doctor that she's dead. And what? No, she's alive, but they can't tell him. That's the whole point. They're keeping it a secret from him, but they're not, whatever. So she's running around. She's with, and maybe Danny Pink, and then they have a kid, and then whatever. That's what's going to be. That's what I think. What do you think?
I was thinking unique. Like I said, I've said this in the past. What would have been kind of unique is the Clara that went off in that diner was in reality a cloister wraith, and she's trapped in that cloister, that little where the cloister wraiths are, and something transpires to where the reason why Me leaves is she starts seeing the differences in how evil she's becoming, and then and either one of the past doctors or one of the future doctors comes in and finds out.
But how could she be a cloister wraith if they directly took her from time, though?
But that's just it.
They directly took her out of the time.
I know, but that's just it. She's still where she was with the Raven when the doctor took her, but when they were trying to fix everything in that room, a cloister wraith had switched with her, and I'm losing my track of mind.
Well, wait, just 1 second. The whole point is that the reason why she has to go back to Gallifrey is because time is going to continue without her being there, which would mean that the Doctor, 12th, what happened to Clara? A whole new timeline will be born, and they can't hold time forever. So in other words, they have to put her back where they took her, or else time will wrap around it, and the 12th Doctor be like, "What did you do with Clara?" He's not going to have her. He's not going to have her put the fucking thing. He's not going to have her send them to the confession dial, because he's going to be like, "I want to know what you did with Clara because she's not dead," and that's the mess. That's the whole point. So they have to put her back. She has to go back, or else Jodie Whittaker is prevented technically, because.
Oh, please do, please. There you go.
Yeah, but you can't.
You're
never going to do that, dude. Listen, as much as people don't like her, it's such a disrespect to do that. Do you realize the ramifications of you undoing a doctor? People will lose their shit. Even loyal fans that don't like it, that's not right.
I know.
You know.
I'm just being a shit.
No, it's fine. Look, I mean, we can't. Listen, you can't do the Dallas thing with everything. You know, the Dallas explanation.
Yeah, dream episode.
Right. You could have Ripley go to sleep. I'll believe that. Fix Alien. But, like, you know, well, she didn't die and kill herself in 3. Like, that never happened. That'd be great. Just she wakes up like Neil Blomkamp wanted or whatever. But, you know, erase those 2 sequels. But, like, you know, that certain things that are just so extreme that it's effed up beyond belief, yes. Fix Alien that way. But not Doctor Who is just a time travel mess. You can't even do that, though.
It's bum-fuzzled.
You literally need seasons to explain shit that happened before because it's so fucked. Yeah. Oh, by the way, I didn't get to talk about this, but I mean, it's really. You know what? I'm not even going to talk about it on here.
Okay.
All right, we're going to get out of here, guys. Take care. Bye for now.